You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. It is Thursday, May 25th, and we got a great show for you today coming up. We are looking at Momo dropping, Chinese, basically they're the equivalent of Snapchat. We're going to look at investing in companies at the startup level. Best Buy is taking off today. And we're going to continue with our food stocks, check out what pick that is. And some indie games are coming out tomorrow. We're going to take a look at those. So all of those are going to be individual videos posted up on YouTube today. And that's what we got coming up if you're watching live. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We had some questions in our YouTube general discussion about investing with NETCAPITAL. So this is, to me, this is a extremely speculative, early investing, kind of risky strategy. Basically, the rules and laws have relaxed a little bit about companies raising money and you investing in early, doing it online. So NetCapital came around. And they offer investing as startup, kind of like Kickstarter, but you can invest in these startup companies. And these services are going to start popping up now that the laws and rules surrounding them have eased a little bit. So let's go over to NetCapital, kind of show you the website and what I'm talking about here. So you go on and they have companies that you can make an investment in as low as $99. One of them specifically that was asked was the social VR MMO. I believe that was it. Or was it Verzoom? I think it was Verzoom. Pull this one up here. So it gives you all the info on the company itself, who's involved. It gives you financial information, their projections. It's very similar to like when an IPO is given, but not as formal. So they have their pitch, they have their financials. This company looks kind of cool. These like VR cycling and stuff like that. It definitely interesting. But the problem I have. And you get stock in the company when you get private shares in the company. So the issue I have with NetCapital is getting your money out of them. What do you do to get your money out of them? Once you own shares, what's the best way to monetize that? I guess for me, asking the question of me, I am a very cautious investor that invests in what I believe are solid companies that have a handle on their debt and they pay a dividend. Most important to me is they pay the dividend. So it's because if you own shares, you want to get money for it. So I am like a ultra conservative, 1940s investor approach to investing. I don't trade anymore, so something like this is way too speculative and way too far out there for the likes of me, for sure. Now, Bitcoin seemed like a crazy investment, and that's going crazy. If you want to gamble, I guess, and that may not be the best term for it, but if you want to do it and you've got the money and it's not going to cripple you or make you lose your house or anything like that, and you've logically thought it through, and you want to take the risk, go for it. I will tell a story here of when I first started investing. I actually lost all of my money investing. It wasn't a lot of money. It was in college. Excuse me for a second. it was in college when I started investing, and it was in the '90s, early '90s, um, and opened my account, and I had some money there, and I was making trades like crazy, and it was seemed like free money to me. I was making, $20 here, $100 there, $50. It wasn't, like I said, wasn't a ton of money, but it was, is to me it was easy money clicking the mouse. Um, then I wanted to make the big investment. I was going to take all my funds. I was going to make a big investment on something, and the company I was looking at was Apple Computer. I had always used Apple computers my whole life. I was big fan of Apple. I started with the Apple IIe. Used them my whole life, Mac stuff like that. And Apple was struggling at the time, so I was going to make a big bet on Apple Computer, and I didn't. I invested in a company called B Incorporated. Now, some people, that may be a blast from the past, and they may remember them. This was also, I believe, around the .com bubble, but the big craze at the time was the refrigerators are going to have the internet. Everything's going to have the internet. It's going to be connected. And a very popular operating system out there was BOS. And this was going to be the operating system that ran on your refrigerator, all of these new smart devices that are coming out. And Apple was looking to buy B. Now, I did this move before Apple was even looking at them. I saw this is the company they're gonna be a great startup company, very very speculative, very risky, and so I bought their stock. And I remember the first stock report that I got was this fancy. It was like a book. The first report that they got, beautiful cover, lots of beautiful color pictures in it, and it was great. And the stock was going up and up and up. And so then Apple decided that we're going to buy a company to modernize our operating system, and then it was going to be B or Next. Well, Apple ended up going with Next, and B ended up going nowhere. The bubble burst, and they ended up selling, I think, their assets off to Palm. So, long story short, I skipped on Apple to invest in B, and at the end of the day, I had lost everything on B. The stock was, fraction of a penny, I think, by the time, everything was said and done. And I remember I actually closed out my account, and to sell the shares of B and close out my account, I was like -$3. And I remember talking to him on the phone saying, "Can you just spot me the $3 to close out the account? Like, I've lost everything." The guy was nice enough to waive the brokerage fee for making the trade, so I could just close out my account, and basically, they keep the fractions of pennies of B. So, lesson learned on that. Now, I probably would have, as Apple's gone up, I don't think I would have been a millionaire off of Apple. I would have sold it and took profit. But I skipped out on Apple, went to B, and I own that trade to this day. And that's if you want to get crazy and you want to get speculative on something like NetCapital, go for it. As long as it's not going to ruin you financially, by all means. If you think it's a sound strategy and everything, go for it. I certainly did with B. I probably should have cashed out and not gotten greedy on it. But good trades, bad trades, you're going to learn something from them. I guarantee, especially the bad ones, you're going to learn something from. If you're young enough, and I was certainly young enough in college to do that, later on I picked investing back up, and I've done very well. Learn from your mistakes. Go ahead and take a risk. Don't be afraid to fail. So, not my cup of tea. I wouldn't touch NetCapital or any of the pre-startup investments there. I don't see the path to making money with that. I'm an old school dividend investor, so Let me know what you think about NetCapital and riskier bets like that. I say go for them. If you're you know if it's not going to ruin you, take the plunge. It's only money. Certainly don't put your house in jeopardy, your kids' future in jeopardy, your financial independence in jeopardy. But if you got a little extra and you scrape together a little extra and you want to get risky, you'll learn something from the failure and the upside could be fantastic. So I say give it a shot. Let me know what you think. That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. You can contact the show. Info's behind me on the screen. Shoot us an email, tweet us. Check out our website, investorxp.com. Join us each day, Monday through Friday. We're live, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central, talking about investing for gamers. So thank you for all the subs we've been getting lately. Really appreciate the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you get the latest investing news for gamers. Give us a thumbs up, leave us some feedback, trying to grow the channel. Really appreciate the people who watch live and all the people that check out our channel as we post them up on YouTube with the videos. So thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.